All right, I'm backstage at the Molson Canadian Amphitheater and Echo Beach for Rockstar Mayhem Fest 2015. I'm here with Daniel from Shattered Sun. How you guys doing today?
What's going on, man? Doing good, dude.
So you started kind of early today. Was that like mostly your wake up call, or like had you been up for a decent amount of time before you hit the stage today?
Yeah, actually, we got pushed back a little later because usually we're going on at 2 o'clock every day, and today we went on at what? I think like at 2:45 or something like that, 2:25. So it's a little different, but yeah, we've been up for a while. Had to get to that Canadian border, but it went by pretty smooth. We lucked out.
So, you guys have made a lot of like your reputation so far, doing big tours with Testament and Exodus and stuff like that. When you're a thrash band and you're a thrash bass band, that's one of the hardest genres to sort of break into right now in metal because there's so many and there's a lot of pressure because you're getting all these kudos from big bands. So, has that been overall positive or negative, do you think?
Yeah, it was both positive and negative. You know what I mean? To the Testament and Exodus tour. The fans were there, for Testament and Exodus, and they're all, who's this new band? And then, it's like, we're not really thrash, but we have elements of thrash, so it was a battle pretty much every day going out on stage. And, we won some fans over, which is good. Some people came and saw us on this Mayhem Fest, said, hey, we saw you with Testament. Hey, that's awesome, man. Come see us with, Soulfly and Soulwork this coming October. So, yeah, I'd say it went over pretty good. We survived, so that's a good part.
Have you had any difficult battles, any particular incidents where you guys had to be a little extra aggressive to compensate?
Yeah, I think it was in was in Albuquerque with Testament. Yeah, man, it was pretty brutal, and certain people in the crowd just keep yelling, "You suck!" Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, you got to keep going.
So that just means when you go back there, you have to play a little extra hard in that scenario.
Yeah, exactly. We played there on with Mayhem Fest, totally different this time. So yeah, it was fun, but hey, what can we do, right?
So because like obviously you're not a pure thrash band, but there are so many bands because like I said, there's so many that you have to take it in a different direction, in my opinion, to actually get anywhere. So if you were to describe it, what's the unique aspect of your sound? Because myself, I can't really put an exact finger on it. What's slightly different about you guys that makes people get interested in your band?
I would say totally. On our CD, Hope Within Hatred, it had so many elements, you know what I mean? It had a bunch of like the thrash songs, it had the melodic songs, it had, we have a song, 281, it's a ballad acoustic that we put out. So I think definitely it has a mixture of all those elements that I think separates us more, We're not just chugging on that low string all the time, you know what I mean? We're actually riffing out, and we're just love bringing back the riff and keep riffing and keep that metal alive. Totally inspired by, like I said, watching Eric Peterson and Gary Holt and Lee Aldis, and every night, just keeping that metal alive, keeping the riff, and that's what I want people to like capture from us.
This is a really sort of what I call a black and white tour, where you got like bands that for sort of the old guard, and you have bands for the new guard. And you guys are a young band, but you sit, right on that line because you can definitely appeal to a younger audience, but you definitely are based in sort of the old school sound. So, what's this tour been like for you so far? Has there been, a good reception, or is it, has the younger generation sort of embraced you when you're sitting in the middle of all these metalcore bands in the middle of the day?
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of mixture. There's a lot of hardcore bands and that play. There's one that plays before us, and there's one that plays after us. And then, we got Jungle Rot too, and they keep that metal alive. And those four, you're talking about Die Art and like Whitechapel, it's more like a deathcore. But I would say, we fit in the mix. We have the heaviness, we have the fast songs that get that circle pit going, which is pretty exciting to see every day on this Mayhem Fest.
So you guys have been like living with these songs and playing them over and over again and gigging like crazy. Is that are you already bored of them, or are you already working on some newer stuff? Because the young band breaking out, there is that extra hunger that seems to happen in those situations.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. I have like a bunch of songs written at the house, you know what I mean, and I'd love to play some new stuff exactly for that Soilwork tour, and Soulfly and Decapitated, just to keep the metal up, I would say, because it's we're new and we have this one album out, and we basically have 11 songs, and you're just like, man, you gotta you know what I mean, you gotta keep playing them. And then we like to change up the set so it doesn't get too boring. Say that.
So what would you have to say to people, at this moment, because, metalheads getting into a new band can be a tall order. So to close it out today, what would you like to say to people who are maybe a little hesitant to get into a new band right now?
Oh yeah, definitely. To get into, I would say, just give us a chance. Buy our CD, Hope Within Hatred. If you saw some Testament Exodus, and we're all summer long on Mayhem Fest, and then we're coming back with So Fly So Work this fall. Definitely, the thing to catch definitely on us is the riffs, the energy, and come see us live. That's what we love to do. We're a very energetic band live, and just that's all I can say is just come see us live and buy our CD.